Welcome to another episode of Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news and insights from Littlefield Agency.
Welcome back to another Little Talks with Littlefield Agency. We're talking about our attire and the vibe I'm expressing today, and the vibe that Roop is. I mean, you look cool. I don't
feel
cool.
like it. I feel like I'm in my pajamas.
If you ask Dr. Ta, I don't think she'd say I look cool. I feel good.
You're wearing a vest, though. You know how I feel about that. I love it.
Best weather, baby.
Yeah, it's cold out. Need the warmth.
Oh my gosh, it is December 6th, Wednesday. This week is flying.
Yeah. I lost my headphones. Can Brandon tell?
See you later, buddy.
No,
Welcome to Little Talks with Sammy and Sammy
We're
only.
back. We're
back.
Yeah. No one could tell. That was just us talking and then volume up and down in my ear.
You know, I think weeks fly when we travel. And we alluded to it last week. We're on a traveling spree like nobody's business. We were in Moundridge yesterday, had a 6:15 road time, which you look pretty bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah.
I woke up wide awake before any big travel days. I don't sleep great. I slept great last night. But I'm just ready to go. Want to make sure I don't miss my alarm. And
yeah, it's like catching an airplane. You get worried that you're an early airplane. You get worried you're going to miss it, so you don't sleep quite the same. I did sleep like a baby when we got back.
Oh man, you took a night nap last night.
Yeah, I did.
And by the way, the night nap is not sleep. Roop takes actual night naps at around 6:30.
I went from about 5:30 to 7:45.
Wow, what time did you go to bed last night?
12:30.
Good Lord. I was in like triple REM at that point. I think I was asleep by 9 last night. No, I was very tired. We had an amazing day in Moundridge. Roop and Mike from Grasshopper presented something that was phenomenal. They've been working on it for a literal year now.
Yeah.
That was a cool meeting to witness, to see the fruits of your labor. Like, I really wanted to just over amplify and just play you guys up yesterday, but I didn't want to go too crazy. But it was a very cool moment, buddy.
Thank you.
I mean, you and Mike busted it for a year, and you got to see. I mean, it was so natural. It was so cool.
And I would toss in Trent and so there's a lot of folks there at Grasshopper that got the data ready. This was a HubSpot project, everyone.
Yeah, and we won't go into the details.
But one of many that we're working with Grasshopper.
Well, and just to your point, and again, I've seen a few emails. You've been way more involved, obviously, but the insight that Trent's providing, what Brent provided yesterday of, hey, have you thought about that? Like, it's so good. And you even brought up the point as we wrapped the meeting, hey, this is just ever evolving. Like, we'll continue, like this will look different a year from now.
A good HubSpot install looks that way, and everyone gets involved with it. All departments.
Most of what we do is geared that way. It really is,
and they're a real poster child for how that should work.
Yeah, and so to spend about 2 hours with them, went and had a holiday pizza lunch at a great spot up in Moundridge. I thought the pizza was really good.
What was the name of the place?
The Hub, I think.
It was the Hub. That's
the
right.
Hub. Old gas station turned into a brick oven pizza. Really, really good. Great time with the client. I mean, it's just, we got to have Ruth Ann come, which was awesome. Sometimes she doesn't attend lunches, and it was really nice just being with everyone. Yeah, the whole gang was there.
And
that's this time of year. That's what it's all about. We have Ditch Witch next Tuesday, and it's just
and Moundridge again.
And you're going back to Moundridge, I think, on Monday.
I think it is Monday.
Yeah, you're a traveling fiend.
So yeah, the travel's insane right now.
We're doing our kind of Christmas holiday end of year wrap up stuff, and I just can't believe it's here. But yesterday was awesome, and it's just a testament. It's amazing when you get to do work with a great client and to see the fruits of your labor, harvested a year later. But then to have the relationship, I like being with them. I like them.
Yeah.
And I can tell from them that they like us, obviously. So I mean, we have great rapport. We're going on year 8 of that relationship, and it was a great day. And next Tuesday will be great with Ditch Witch, and you're going to be back in Moundridge on Monday, and Brock's back in Perry the following Wednesday.
And then the week after, Trent's here.
Trent is here.
Yeah,
December 20th is going to be awesome.
Our season 2 finale.
Our season 2
podcast.
finale. Wow. Holy cow, season 2 finale.
Yeah.
That is something. So
no pressure for Trent.
We have oh dude, he's gonna cry. That guy's on a webinar and podcast all the time. He's more seasoned than we are.
He only elevates us for sure.
No, he really does. Heck, and with his circles too. I mean, is this the episode on December 20th that we have 2,000 listeners?
Oh my.
I'm putting the pressure on.
I don't know. Brandon looks skeptical. No, he says yeah. He says yeah. Okay, yeah.
We're supposed to have a construction update for you guys. We don't have any update.
The update is there is no update.
Yeah, thank you, Brandon. They've been MIA for a week, which is a little frustrating because they've got things framed. We shared some stuff on our story last week. They're supposed to start sheetrock this week, and I did see someone this morning at 7:45 get off the elevator, but I haven't seen him since.
We thought that we would be,
cruising
neck deep in dust and noise, and none of it's happening.
Well, and this is amazing. I see Chelsea Clement over the weekend. And she's wrapping up her maternity leave. She's back here in January. She goes, "Hey,
oh, she's coming back?
Yeah, she's coming back."
Oh,
well, what'd she tell you? Crazy
no, I
man?
didn't.
No, and she's like, "Hey, is construction gonna be done in January?" I was like, "Oh, no, I don't think so. At least in the new year, right off the bat." She's like, "Oh, that's great news." I was like, "What?" She goes, "It means I can work from home."
I see what she's up to.
And I said, "I see what you're up to, Chelsea Clement."
Air quotes work.
Yeah. But the nice thing is, coming back, Ruth Ann's got some great projects for her.
And
on some of the grasshopper stuff, and so does Mike.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we have no construction updates. We do have one topic today. Roop is going to kick it off. It's really good. He wrote a blog post on it and actually included an example of his own LinkedIn profile. But Roop, topic number 1, por favor.
I love it when he hits it just right on the bell. So the topic this week, and it's an easy one. He's going to edit that, isn't he? Topic 1 this week. It's an easy one. It's the one thing you're not doing on LinkedIn that you should. And I was, this was the year of LinkedIn for me, and I'm a believer again. We have more followers on LinkedIn and not more engagement. The engagement's still happening really on Instagram more so, but LinkedIn's getting really close. But I'm a believer again. So something as a student of LinkedIn this year, something I noticed that I didn't know was a thing was, when you, under your name on your profile, you have an area, you probably have your title, your job title there. So you have vice president, you have marketing director, you have something that describes your work, but it describes it in a way that it's just your job title. What I started seeing and realizing is you can put anything you want there, and actually that field's not called your job title. It's called your headline. It's your profile headline. And it leaves your profile and it goes with you everywhere you post on LinkedIn. So if you're replying to a comment or you're publishing your own content and your name shows up with your profile photo, that profile headline shows up right underneath it. So what a lot of folks do is jazz that up some. Job title is great, but if you have something to promote or something that you have
absolutely
learned about that you're proud of, or some topic that you're covering at the time, you have, and I meant to write down the characters before we came in here. I think it's in the blog post. You have a lot of room there. So I updated mine to say, helping B2B brands reimagine marketing and podcasting about it weekly.
Well,
so as a little plug for the podcast, I mentioned what we do. I don't know my title, so that kind of helps.
Did you read mine? I think that's exactly what I have.
Did you just copy and paste mine?
I don't think I did.
I don't know what mine says.
So mine says president and CEO at Littlefield Agency.
That's what mine says.
Helping B2B brands reimagine their marketing and podcasting about it weekly. That's literally what you just said. Did I copy yours?
It's pretty close, but that's okay. The point is that we put something other than our title in there.
Well,
right?
I will tell. So Root brought this to my attention. Okay, yeah, helping B2B brands reimagine their. Yeah, we had the same thing.
Even the president part?
Not the president part, which is actually pretty good. I want to see something else. Well, here's the thing. You look at it, I would say most of my connections put their title. VP of Marketing.
90% do, yes. I believe.
And that is awesome. Roop did this, and I was like, that's a great idea, because it's not, okay, president at Littlefield Agency. Well, what is Littlefield Agency? You're a marketing agency, or an insurance agency? What do you do? But here's what we evangelize on a weekly basis, which is our B2B podcast. Ever since I did that, the amount of second and third connections that interact with me, engage with me, comment. I had a third connection the other day just say, wow, I love what you guys do. Look at him. He's actually a pretty famous podcaster. I linked with him after that, which here's the thing, right? LinkedIn, you link.
Yeah, you're making
It's about making that connection. And, sure, if you're the VP of marketing at X company, that's fantastic. What's your specialty?
Yeah.
What do you believe in, and what do you do? And
it sets you apart.
It's a great snippet.
It's something to set you apart. And, you can convey the basic idea of what your role is at your job, but include a little personality and individuality in there. Be bold, set yourself apart in some way. answering questions like what sets you apart, what value do you bring in a short and simple way could become the foundation of your profile headline. And as you grow and achieve new milestones, you get promoted, you take on new jobs. I take on all kinds of new jobs here. So as new things come in.
New jack of all trades, baby.
Yeah, that's why I might change mine to say jack of all trades. Don't forget to update it, because it's not, a lot of folks, I think my title had probably been in there forever until, you gave me some new job to do here. And I'm like, a month into it, I'm like, oh yeah, on LinkedIn, I need to go update that. Like I said, it's not really a job title field, even though everyone uses it that way. It's called a profile headline. So whatever is important to you, whatever you're involved in, if there's some community service projects that you're mixed up in that you just want to promote and support, if you specialize in one very, very specific thing and the title of job, marketing manager doesn't really convey that enough, use the rest of that space to really explain what it means and what you're doing.
One thing that I was looking up, and I won't share her name, but she's pretty involved. I actually connected with her through Jay Schwedelson, your buddy.
Love him.
And it's something along the lines of like HubSpot aficionado, email marketing lover, which is creative and fun and different. Because another thing that Roop and I are going to talk about here in the coming weeks, probably next week, is the balance of LinkedIn from a personal and professional standpoint,
That might
which
be
I think will be
week's,
great. Hello, Courtney Roberts. There's a balance there, and it's funny when I get a little more emotional, aka not as business focused, but in the sense of giving people a glimpse of who Sam Littlefield is outside of the office. It's usually my more engaged posts.
Yeah. I mean, well, let's just do it. You just want to talk about that thing right now?
Are we doing it?
Yeah, let's just do it now. This is the LinkedIn episode, guys.
And you know what, though? It ties very well
sure
to
it does.
this.
It really does. This is bonus LinkedIn content we didn't plan in the script. It was going to be next week. We'll do something else next week. So yeah, I saw this. I think Gary V. Posted this, and it made total sense. He said, a question he gets a lot is it okay for you to post personal things on your LinkedIn page? And he said yes, with a couple of caveats. But the idea that if you're at your kid's Christmas program recital, play,
timely, yes,
whatever it may be, and you post a shot of yourself there, or your kids, or somehow that event on LinkedIn, that's okay, because you can tie that back into, happy to work for a place that allows me the time to spend with family, work-life balance, right? Yeah. Like the reason I do everything I do for all my clients, there's always some tie back that you can kind of make there. But the bigger point is that potential clients or potential connections get a feel of who you are outside of just kind of the black and white of your business. Because they're not, new people that don't know you yet aren't going to go follow you on Facebook or Instagram where that content's more popular. So it's more reasonable for a lead or someone to come and connect with you on LinkedIn. That's what that's for. But this gives you a little chance to kind of make some icebreakers. Like, oh, I have that in common. I also have, elementary school aged kids, or
totally.
I also attend, go to that park all the time, or whatever it is, right? Like there's some ability for you to make an icebreaker and a human connection and an emotional connection on a subtle level with that potential lead.
So I didn't tell you this yesterday on the road. I have a buddy, he owned an agency, sold it, has done really well for himself. His name's Rob. Rob has at the time, he was a senior in high school going into college. He was applying through different prestigious colleges through the application process. And he went on this heartfelt thing advocating for his son, and I forget exactly the circumstances, but he was accepted or not accepted to a prestigious Ivy League university. Okay. And it was his learnings as a parent. No joke, somehow Gary Vee saw it and shared it. And my buddy, and I'll share this, I'll try to share it in the write-up. He goes to his LinkedIn, and he's like, holy cow, I have 10,000 likes on my post. Like, what in the world will Gary Vee open it up to his network? He was somehow touched and somehow saw it through a second or third connection. And that was his most liked post ever.
Yeah.
And it was this whole thing about, like, he tied it to work, but it was all about him personally and how it was this pride as a father. And man, how could you not relate to that, right?
Yeah, I mean, very much so.
Yeah.
So this was the mistake I think I made prior to this year, was that LinkedIn was for stuffy business stuff, and that was it. And it really couldn't be further from the truth. If you know how to cultivate your feed and your connections and create content in a way that is welcoming and warm and insightful too.
Absolutely. You got to have some insight.
It's a good platform. It really is.
Yeah. And my last thought there, who are our best clients? People that we know, love, and trust.
Yeah.
People that we have meaningful relationships, people that we can go to a pizzeria and sit down for an hour and a half and talk a little bit of work, but really talk about the holidays and catching up and personally connecting. So for those that takes time, but I think those that you can give a glimpse to in that personal realm, it's never a bad thing.
Just be authentic. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. That's the thing.
You say the year of LinkedIn. He's been back since September from Inbound, and it's the year of LinkedIn, baby. But I love it. I mean, you have. I've become a big advocate of it myself. So
yeah, it's working.
Okay, next week we will come with you with a fresh new topic. We have
two episodes left
this year for 2023. And then on to season 3. I love seasons. This is so cool.
We didn't break them. Technically, we could break them into seasons on the various listings, but because Brandon wasn't here to produce it early, I screwed it up. Anyhow,
God bless you, Brandon.
We're just going to say season, and that'll be it.
My friend, safe travels to you.
Yeah, thanks.
I will see you next Tuesday. I will also see you in about an hour.
I think I see
and
you
I will see
for
you
like 3
multiple
hours,
times
starting
a day.
at 11 o'clock, right? Yeah.
Guys, thank you. Have a wonderful week. We will see you next week.
See you on LinkedIn.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that's a wrap. We hope you've enjoyed our little chat and found ways to grow your own marketing strategies. Remember to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and follow us on social media @Littlefield Agency.